If you have any interest in level design, you will want to check out the popular level design workshop at the 2019 Game Developers Conference next month, where you will get a chance to learn from folks who have worked on everything from big-budget blockbusters to resting indie games. Notably, if crafting believable, authentic levels where it feels like real people live and work is important to you, check out the GDC 2019 Design Track Talk on Hitman Levels as Social Spaces, the social anthropology of level design. Presented by IO Interactive Level Designer Matty Poe and Fontanderson. This level design workshop session will consist of 3 sections. First, Matt will cover framing and the analysis that sparked a change in the way the Hitman 2 team approached level design. Next, he will present an analysis of what happens when you look at game spaces as social spaces, and how that played out in the pre-production design of the levels in Hitman 2. Finally, Matt will discuss how the results of this exercise resulted in joining some new phrases and concepts that affected Hitman 2 from pre-production onward. For more details on this and many more, check out GDC 2019 session scheduler. There you can begin to lay out your GDC 2019, which takes place March 18th through the 22nd at the newly renovated Moscone Center in San Francisco. Bring your team to GDC, register a group of 10 or more and save 10% on conference passes. Learn more. For more details on GDC 2019, visit the show's official website, or subscribe to regular updates via Facebook, Twitter, OS. Gamasutra and GDC are sibling organizations under parent company Informa. Niantic announced its Beyond Reality Developer Contest earlier today, and is encouraging artists to enter and create a game using the studio as a real-world platform for a chance at a prize pool of more than $1 million. This could be a good opportunity for developers interested in using a tool to create projects, and the chance at earning a stipend and showing their work at a demo day hosted by Niantic. As explained in a blog post, the studio is seeking a team composition of at least 5 developers with experience in Unity and Java server development. In terms of product, the possibilities are endless. Our definition of games is pretty expansive. So if you have an idea that bridges gaming and other areas like physical activity, social, travel or shopping, please feel free to submit. The post reads: the selected group of 10 teams will earn a stipend and access to the Niantic real-world platform, and finalists will work for a 3-month period, with the goal of showing off their work at a demo day in San Francisco. In addition to regular guidance and discussion from the Niantic engineering team, finalists will be brought to the San Francisco Bay Area to meet with executives and lay the groundwork for the work to come. Interested developers are encouraged to apply through Niantic's contest site and field any further questions to email protected. Platinum Games announced today that its contract with Cygames has ended, and it will no longer be involved with developing the action role-playing game Granblue Fantasy Relink. The company explained this new development in a blog post, writing how development will still continue, but be handled solely by Cygames' internal development team. Platinum Games had previously been co-developing Granblue Fantasy Relink with Cygames since 2016. We would like to express our thanks to everyone who has shown interest in the project, and ask that the same support should continue for Granblue Fantasy Relink as its production continues forward. The post continues. Platinum Games logo has since been removed from Granblue Fonts, ALINKS, and the company has removed the game from their games list on their website as well. This makes sense, considering the contract has ended and Gamasutra has full development reins over Granblue Fantasy. Relink, Games put out a brief statement as well, confirming that, going forward, Games will handle 100% of development internally. SEGA has just released its financials for the 9 months ended December 31st,
2019.
and both sales and profit are down. According to the fiscal report, consolidated sales dropped by 4% year-on-year to 253 billion yuan, $3 billion, while profits fell by 95% to 681 million yuan, $5.6 million, over the same period. Digging into the company's entertainment contents division, which houses its video game business, sales rose by 5% to 166 billion yuan, $1.5 billion, while operating income dropped by 38.6% to 10.6 billion yuan, $96.5 million. That sales upswing was partly down to the performance of packaged software, with physical games sales rising to 18.5 million units from 14.3 million units during the same period last year. SEGA claims new titles, like Football Manager 2019 and Judgment, drove that increase, with existing franchises like Total War, Sonic, and Yakuza also chipping in with catalog sales. Digital software also witnessed a slight sales increase, with revenue from digital titles rising to 10.1 billion yuan, $91.9 million, from 9.6 billion yuan, $87.4 million. Although SEGA noted it actually incurred a loss in the field due to the cost associated with terminating existing titles. As a result of that loss, SEGA has downwardly revised its full-year fiscal forecast, and now expects GDC sales hit 337 billion yuan, $3.4 billion, down from 390 billion yuan, $3.5 billion, and profits of -1.5 billion yuan, $13.7 million, down on 12 billion yuan, $106.4 million, when the financial year ends on March 31st.
2019.
Capcom says the demo for its upcoming remake of Resident Evil 2 was downloaded over 3 million times since it went live on January 11th. The demo itself has an interesting quirk, dubbed the one-shot demo. The short slice of Resident Evil 2 gives players only 30 minutes to make their way through the enemies and puzzles in the game's early level. Once that 30-minute run is over, players cannot start the demo again on that same account. The downside to that limitation, however, is, inevitably, players quickly found ways around it that likely have inflated that 3 million download figure. Console players can make additional accounts to get a second, a third, or fourth shot, while PC players have found ways to trick the demo into allowing additional plays. Another interesting read on the demo comes from data shared on Capcom as a Resident Evil Net website. Of those 3 million downloads, roughly 2.5 million players opted to enable RingNet's play data tracker and help gather more data on the demo's completion. For instance, only about 26% of those 2.5 million players completed the demo within the time limit. There is so much to see and do at the 2019 Game Developers Conference next month that it can be easy to overlook whole segments of the show, and organizers want to ensure you do not miss out on one very unique corner. the DD showcase. This eclectic array of offbeat, unique, and just plain interesting alternative controllers is open to your GD attendees and will make its 6th appearance at the CONFERI NCEWD Free, March 20-2020 Moscow Convention Center. The story behind each of these unique games is fascinating, and the team at Gamasutra have been publishing a series of interviews with this year's DD participants that delve deeper into where their creations come from and how they were made. They have already covered about half of the 20 games in this year's showcase, with more on the way, so make time to check them out before DD arrives next month. You will have a better idea of what to see at the show this year, where these remarkable games came from, and how you might apply lessons learned by their creators to your own work. Because the book ritual is played using a book shredder, players must do something that no purely digital game could ask them to do: permanently destroy something. The game uses this to confront the player with how they feel about that destruction, reflect on other things they may have lost, and lets them play out the idea of growing after a period of grief. The book that they damage becomes a unique and personal object. Their destructive acts become creative, using a physical book to act out the emotions behind a story helps players feel what that means to them on a physical level. Guitar Wizards is a unique hidden game that lets players make music together. It can be played competitively or cooperatively,